Hi, we're Jake and Emily, the two roaming souls, and this is our top 10 things to do in Portland, Oregon. Obviously, Portland is a huge city, so narrowing it down to just 10 things is a little silly. But as adventurous and budget-minded travelers, we focus on uncovering those unique, can't-find-anywhere-else attractions. You're not going to see our normal home on wheels in this video because she sadly needed a new transmission. So we took the opportunity to explore a city that we would never feel comfortable visiting in our beloved camper van. So we got a rental car and a hotel room downtown to explore this funky city. Portland is famous, and maybe also infamous, for many things. From its early history as a shipbuilding hub, strategically located at the confluence of the Columbia and Willamette River, to its modern-day reputation as an eclectic melting pot of all things different. This desire to break free from the normal is what makes this city so special. And personally, as nature lovers, we appreciate the amazing nature right in Portland, or just a short drive away. So let's get into the top 10 things to do in Portland, Oregon.
Aerial tram. Riding the aerial tram offers an incredible view of Portland from above. It's $8 per person for a round trip, but it's totally worth it on a clear day for taking in the beauty of the city and greater Portland. From the top, you can see Mount Hood, Mount St. Helens, and sometimes little slices of Mount Adams and Mount Rainier. But the tram is more than just a tourist attraction. It carries workers and students up to the Oregon Health and Science University and hospitals. Actually, it felt kind of funny to be such a tourist with others just going about their daily commute. At the top, you can walk around to a viewing platform to take in the views, but otherwise there's not much else to do at the top. So just take the tram back down when you're ready.
Saturday Market. Portland's Saturday Market is a great place to find something unique. The variety of skilled artisans simply blew us away. And we've been to tons of markets in our travels, and this one really stands out. And despite the name, the market actually takes place on Saturday and Sunday. It's held in the McCall Waterfront Park, which is a great place to stroll the Willamette River, but plenty of other events are hosted here too.
Powell's City of Books. Powell's bookstore is a famous Portland institution. They have floors and floors of every kind of book under the sun. You're sure to find something that interests you.
So I average about one book a year. So this place. So if you come here without a plan, it's easy to get very overwhelmed by how much there is, but just think of like what your interests or hobbies are. Like for us, we found the hiking section. The Columbia River Gorge. One of the things that makes Portland so special is its close proximity to incredible nature. The Columbia River Gorge makes for the perfect day trip. This scenic drive is famous for a seemingly endless variety of gorgeous waterfalls. But if we had to pick our favorites, make sure you add Multnomah, La Tourelle, and Waklella Falls. Multnomah Falls is the most visited natural recreation site in the Northwest, seeing over 2 million visitors annually. So for visiting between May and September, Multnomah Falls requires a timed entry permit between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. This one practically doesn't even feel like nature with the restaurant, gift shop, and crowds of people. But this double waterfall split with the iconic stone bridge is like a fairy tale setting you can't miss. La Tourelle Falls is another really popular one, with a couple easy viewpoints and a short hike down to the base of the falls. Waklella Falls requires a little bit more of a hike, but still only about 2 miles and 300 feet elevation gain. This is one of our top 5 waterfalls we've ever seen. The way it plunges into this gorgeous pool is just amazing, and coming here to swim on a hot day would be pure magic. And if you want the best panoramic views of the gorge, drive up to the Vista House at Crown Point. Or if you want the views without the crowds, the Angel's Rest Trail is a great hiking trail for views. If you want to explore the Columbia River Gorge without a car, check out the Waterfall Trolley. It provides daily hop-on, hop-off service to most of the biggest attractions in the Gorge. This narrated trolley ride is a great way to avoid parking issues. The trolley begins in the nearby town of Corbett, though you can hop on at any trolley stop. Or you can book a coach bus transfer that picks up right at Director Park in downtown Portland.
Voodoo Donuts. Voodoo Donuts is a vibrant and wildly successful donut shop that started right here in Portland. They are famous for the variety of crazy donut creations, so we popped in to give it a try.
That's delicious donuts.
So there is some controversy that there are better donut shops in Portland, but I don't know. This place is just a vibe, so you gotta come when you're in Portland. And it's just sugar anyway, so you can't go wrong.
Mount Tabor Park. Portland has so many beautiful city parks if you're looking for a peaceful place for exercise or a picnic. Our favorite is Mount Tabor Park because of the exceptional views. Watching sunset from just above the reservoir here was so sweet. Some other good parks to check out are Forest Park, Laurelhurst, and Selwood Riverfront Park.
McMenamins Kennedy School. McMenamins is kind of a Pacific Northwest gem. Their collection of businesses across Oregon and Washington offer eclectic lodging, dining, and entertainment that you won't find anywhere else. They take abandoned historic properties and reimagine them into something special, always drawing inspiration from the building's origins, turning them into a sort of living museum. The Kennedy School is a former elementary school, now turned into unique hotel rooms, restaurants, bars, a brewery, movie theater, and an outdoor soaking tub. The soaking pool requires reservations for non-hotel guests, and it's $10 per person for a 1-hour soak. You can even grab a beer from one of the bars to bring with you. Just tell them you need a plastic cup. The old auditorium has been turned into a movie theater with super affordable tickets, and they even deliver food to your seats so you don't miss the show. There's a variety of bars and restaurants on site. Enjoy an aged whiskey in the detention room, or our favorite is the boiler room. They turned what was likely the most uninviting room of the entire school into quite possibly one of the coolest bars I've ever been in. Just levels of mechanically inspired furnishings and eclectic artwork turn this space into something so unique.
Visit a food truck pod. Portland is known for having an abundance of food trucks, and with cuisines from all over the world. While food trucks can be found almost anywhere, a few permanent clusters are the Hawthorne Asylum, Cartopia, 3rd Avenue Pod, or in Pioneer Courthouse Square. Otherwise, Portland is full of great restaurants, too many for us to possibly include. But when we're in a city, we love to take advantage of the opportunity to try something unique. We had a tasty meal at Mirisada, a Sri Lankan vegan restaurant.
Salt and straw. I've been enjoying ice cream all my life, so very rarely does an ice cream shop surprise me. But Salt and Straw really pushes the limits on what can be an ice cream flavor. And even the ones that seem a little too weird still deliver.
So they have ice cream flights. So we got 4 different.
This one is kind of one of the weird flavors. It is strawberry honey balsamic with black pepper. And it actually kind of works. Honestly, it's pretty good. It's common to have a massive line here, so try to visit at off-peak times.
So, you know how like a lot of ice cream shops are kind of just like an excuse to charge you $8 for an ice cream cone? That place is really exceptional.
I think you should definitely put it on your list if you're coming to Portland.
Yeah, like the ice cream it's a step above. It's good stuff.
Yeah, and they're even unique and tastes delicious.
Yeah. Pioneer Courthouse Square. This urban park is the heart of downtown Portland, hosting some 300 events per year. It's often referred to as the city's living room, though a few unwelcome smells made it feel like the city's bathroom too. But jokes aside, this community-supported space is a lively meeting place for cultural events, performances, art shows, and more. Check the event calendar to see upcoming events. We were excited to check out Noon Tunes, the free concert series, but the timing didn't work out with our itinerary. And the food cart, Fried Egg I'm in Love, is very highly rated. The namesake of this park, the Pioneer Courthouse, is a treasured historical landmark active since 1875, and it's open for self-guided tours Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Obviously, narrowing it down to just 10 things was really difficult, so here's a few honorable mention to check out as well. International Rose Test Garden. While this may not seem like the most exciting attraction on the list, we couldn't help but be amazed by the vast collection of rose varieties. It's a pleasant free park to explore, plus there's a nearby arboretum and Japanese garden.
Brewery Hopping. If you know us well, you know we pretty much put brewery hopping on every top 10 video whenever possible. But with so many other things to do, it didn't quite make the list. But you know we still had to try a few. And one we would highly recommend is the new Migration Brewing Rooftop, especially at sunset. It's really only a bare bones tasting room, but with views like these, that's all you need. Another cool one we visited was Treebeard's Tap Room, a Lord of the Rings themed beer hall. Another Portland brewery we like is Breakside Brewing, but we just visited that in our past video in Astoria, but you could check them out here too.
Visit a coffee shop. Portland has a really good coffee culture, with excellent cafes all over the place. But one that we tried was Stumpton Coffee Bar. Stumpton Coffee to Portland is like Starbucks to Seattle, and they had some delicious espresso with some clearly experienced baristas.
So I got an Americano to really get the full flavor, and it checks out. The coffee is really good.
Pittock Mansion Viewpoint. If you couldn't tell by now, we really like views. And Pittock Mansion sits on a mountain above the city, offering tours of this historic house. We skipped the tour inside, but the views from their backyard are really impressive.
Huber's Cafe. This is the oldest restaurant in Portland, operating since 1879. It maintains that old-fashioned vibe with excellent food, drinks, and service. They are famous for roasted turkey and Spanish coffee.
That is so good.
The presentation of this flaming coffee cocktail is a performance in itself.
Still on fire, there you go.
Like I said, it's hard to look dangerous. Variation in theme, coffee with just this heavy cream. On top is not milk. Enjoy. They are strong.
And if you feel like the entrees are a little pricey, the happy hour menu has some super affordable options.
And here's a few tips for visiting Portland. We stayed at the Royal Sonesta right downtown, but felt like you don't necessarily need to stay downtown to enjoy the city. In fact, many of the cool things in Portland take place in the neighborhoods surrounding downtown. However, the Royal Sonesta is a really unique and elegant hotel that we enjoyed. Despite all the great things about Portland, the city definitely has a reputation for some not so great things. Vehicle break-ins are super common in and around Portland, even in broad daylight with other people around. So if you have a car, it needs to be showroom floor empty every time you park it. With our rental car, that was pretty easy. If we were in our camper van, literally impossible. Many places downtown charge a lot for overnight parking. You can usually find a cheaper deal at a lot nearby, but we're not so sure it's worth it for the extra risk. So we paid up for the parking garage underneath our hotel. Portland has really amazing bike lanes, so bringing or renting a bike can be a great way to get around the city. Otherwise, public transportation is pretty good too. Check the description for a link to all the trails we mentioned in this video, plus a helpful map of our favorite spots. Thanks for coming along on another Two Roaming Souls adventure. We just finished up a series of videos about the Oregon coast, so check those out if you're headed to the coast. And like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. We're headed up to Canada this summer for some grand adventures. See you next time.